Today I'm going to talk about which faction is the best starting faction in Call of Dragons. I will also go over the benefits of each faction so you know when it might be beneficial to switch depending on the situations later on in the game. G'day legends, Immortal here. Firstly, I'll just go over each of the factions and what they excel at. After that, I'll go over starting heroes, and then at the end, I will tell you which I think is the best starting factions and when you might want to switch. Your city and buildings will look differently depending on the faction you choose, and also the buildings are named differently, but the building, research, and training times are all the same no matter the faction. With exception to special units, the troop types are the same, just named differently. Also, the stats for each troop type is also the same except for the special units, which are flying units and have different stats depending on the faction you choose. Now into the factions. Firstly, we have Springwardens. This is the Elf Faction and the starting hero is Gwonwyn. The troop types are Archers, which are a medium-ranged unit, then Ironbark Treants, which are an infantry unit and have a melee attack. After that are Longleaf Treants, which are the magic unit type. These have a long range attack distance. Work Elk are transport unit types and are used for gathering resources. And then Elk Riders, which are cavalry and also have a melee attack. The special unit type for Springwardens is called Forest Eagles. Now they are a flying unit that have a melee attack range and are classed as cavalry. The faction bonus is March Speed plus 5%. This makes your legions move faster, and then Heal Speed plus 5%, which heals your hospitalized troops faster. These bonuses will be good during war, especially in open field situations. The March Speed to get in and out of battle quickly, and then also the Heal Speed to get your troops back faster so you can fight longer. Next faction is League of Order. This is the human faction with the starting hero as Walder. The troop types are Vestals, which are the magic unit type. These have a long range attack distance. Then Swordsmen, which are infantry and have a melee attack. After that are Ballistas, which are a medium attack range unit and classed as Archers. Workhorses, that are the resource gathering units, and then Knights, which are cavalry units with melee attack. The special unit type for League of Order is called Celestials. They are a flying unit that have a long attack range and are classed as a magic unit type. Faction bonuses are Legion Magic Defense plus 3%, so it increases the defense of your magic units, and also overall gather speed plus 10%, which will increase the speed in which you can farm resources. Magic units are meta at the moment, so having the plus 3% defense for those units is nice. On top of that, gathering speed of 10% is going to be helpful in building, researching technologies, and training troops. All the main functions of the game require resources, especially at the beginning. The third faction is Wilderburg, which is the Orc Faction, and has the starting hero, Bakar. The unit types are Axemen, which are infantry and have a melee attack. After that are Spearmen, which are classed as Archers and are a medium attack ranged unit, followed by Satire Mages, which are the magic unit type. These have a long range attack distance. Work Rhinos, which are transport units for gathering resources. Wolf Riders, which are cavalry and have a melee attack. The special unit type for Wilderburg are called Wyvern Riders. They are a flying unit that have a medium attack range and are classed as Archer unit types. The faction bonus for Wilderburg is Legion Physical Attack plus 3% and Destruction Engineering plus 10%. This faction will be especially good for destroying territory and taking ground. Destruction Engineering will be used when destroying alliance structures such as towers and fortresses. The physical attack is not troop type specific. It's a bonus to all troop types, which is pretty awesome. You know what else would be pretty awesome? Is if you could hit that subscribe button and tap that bell so you are notified anytime I upload or go live. Hashtag shameless plug. Next I will talk about each of the starting heroes. Firstly, Springwardens starting hero is Gwonwen. Gwonwen has the marksman tree, which is good at leading archers, the peacekeeping tree, which excels at fighting darklings, and she also has the precision tree, which is my favourite talent tree on Gwonwen. It increases stats related to normal attack and counter attack, which makes her damage output awesome in a lot of single target situations. She is an archer hero, and the thing about archers is that they are glass cannons. They do an incredible amount of damage, but they cannot take much damage and really need to be protected in battle. For League of Order, your starting hero is Wilder. He has access to the magic tree, which is good for magic units, the PvP tree, which is one of my favourites, it's good for attacking other players in the field, and the skill tree, which increases the effectiveness of his rage skills. Wilder is a magic hero with a good AoE primary skill. Magic units are good for long-ranged attacks. So far in all the wars we have been in, they get used the most. With the way barricades work, if melee enemies try to cross a barricade line, they are usually destroyed by magic units before they can even get close enough to attack. The only issue with them is that they are very slow, so if you overextend with them, you will get swarmed down easily. For the Wilderburg faction, the starting hero is Bakar. He has access to the infantry tree, which is good for infantry units, the garrison tree, which is great for garrisoning cities and keeps, and the skill tree, which increases the effectiveness of his rage skills. Bakar is an infantry hero that also garrisons. There are very few garrison heroes at the moment, so definitely has some value there. Infantry units can take a lot of damage, and with his skill tree and rage skill does increase their damage output. But that is the issue with the infantry. They are tanks, not really for doing a lot of damage. Out of these three, I would choose Wilder as the best hero, as magic units are used so much because of their huge range. He is also a good PvP hero that does very decent AoE damage. After the recent update and the changes to the prestige system, Gwonwen has lost a bit of value as a peacekeeping hero. I think Bakar does not have as much value in early game because most fights are open field and garrisoning is really not needed for most players. As for the best starting faction, I believe that League of Order is the clear winner here. The extra gathering speed helps massively in early game to get your building upgraded, your technologies researched, and your troops trained. You also get Wilder as the starting hero, which I believe is more versatile in early game. You will be able to participate effectively in early wars, as there is usually a few at the very beginning. I think in later game you could move to Springwardens as you have developed your cities and tech more and really want the extra heal speed and march speed for open field fighting. Wilderburg could also be used later on when alliances go head to head. With his extra destruction damage bonuses, he will be able to destroy enemies' territory much faster. Also, once you are stronger and will be put into more garrison situations, he definitely picks up some value there.